Hello everyone, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Last time we started in our humble beginnings, got a few plants, and an achievement. Whoa. That is freaky. Alright. Spit out. Blow up a zombie with a potato mine. And this time, let's get another achievement. So we scroll down, we see Bejeweled reference, some other PopCaps games here and there. Peggle, but if we go down far enough, a secret that I just love, the old joke of, oh, you dig down far enough you'll reach China, is apparently true, and that should get us a achievement, right? I think it should. Well, apparently I'm wrong. Huh. Is it not in this version of the game? Well, not like it matters. I'm not an achievement hunter. Not usually. Let's just continue with the game after making myself look like a fool. Wow, that was loud in my ears. Sorry if that's loud to anyone else. Yeah, back into the fryer, I see. With 1-7. Last time I did mention that there are 10 levels per world, so we're almost done with World 1, which is exciting, actually. Because World 2 is where I say things start to get a bit more interesting, and a teensy bit more challenging as a result of something we'll see when we get there. For anyone who's played, you already know what this is. I needn't go on. Oh, excuse me. Just had a mild hiccup. Not fun. This level I'm gonna go for count 'em, 2 rows of sunflowers. Making full use of my potato mines for stalling and building up that sun, which I briefly touched upon the use of such a tactic last time. This time, we're going to put it to good use, because now we have our shiny new snow pea, and it's a bit more expensive than your average pea shooter, and they do recharge a bit slower. I think we're at a good spot to start putting them down. Let's show them in action, shall we? And as it said on the tin, they are now slowed. The first zombie they hit, of course. Making them very effective at taking down anything we've seen thus far. In fact, this one, albeit a little slow, can take out this conehead without it being an issue. One pea shooter, something one pea shooter on its own could do, but with a lot smaller, or I guess larger margin of error. If I'm even using that right, I could be completely wrong. But I try. Yeah, I think for this level, we're just gonna go for a snow pea strat. It is where I live. It is hot today. It's also been very rainy, so it's just humid. But I'm fighting it. I'm doing well. It's just kind of starting to get to me today. It's not that hot. It's not like Arizona or Georgia or places like those, who I know get real hot this time of year. It's just, hotter than it's been. Well, that's not necessarily true. It's hotter than you'd expect a place like this to get, I guess is what I'm trying to get about this. So yeah, as you can see, if there's one zombie in front of the other, the snow can't take effect Uh, Also, when a zombie dies, its body is still up for a few frames, so it can actually block your shots, which can get a little in the way, no pun intended, later in the game. But for right now, it's really not a big issue. It's just something we gotta deal with, that's all. Now, another thing to add is I'm recording these all in one bunch. Let's just end this. Oh, that wasn't the final wave. Oops. So I haven't been able to read anyone's comments. So, from last time when I asked if anyone's excited for anything that they're looking forward to. I guess today I want to ask, just how's your day been? My day's been amazing, personally. Got a lot of housework done, cleaning and whatnot, which I'm weird. I actually kind of like cleaning. For me, it's a chance to just listen to music or a podcast and just relax. Also get a very mild workout in. I mean, it's activity. It's not. I'm not just sitting around. I mean, it's not gonna get you fit in a day, but you know, it's something. Playing games, of course. If you couldn't tell, I like video games. If I didn't, I wouldn't be playing one. Been getting back into Minecraft. I mean, I've never been... Alright, weird tangent to go on. I've never been big on Minecraft. It's a good game. I like it. But that new update came out recently. I was like, oh, I'll get back into it. And it's been fun, you know. I built a house. You know, riveting gameplay, I know. But it truly has been something relaxing to do in the downtime, which is a reason to... It's the reason it's so popular. There's so much you can do. Many ways to go about a game like that. And wow, it felt like a blink of an eye and that level's gone. I just started rambling. I like to do that from time to time, just talk about something, you know. Anyway, pause on my previous rant for a moment. Talk about the Chomper. Devours a zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. Basically, it'll insta-kill a zombie that gets close to it. But, like it said, is vulnerable while chewing. I'll show it off here, but I probably won't use it too much after this point. Because it's not great. It's really not. I wish it was better because it's kind of cool. I like the purple. It's very different from what you've seen up to this point. But it's just not it. It's bad, to say the least. I mean, it can be good to take out an annoying threat, which we'll get to in this level, actually. If you saw in the previous zombies, there's a zombie with a bucket on its head. That is a pretty big threat for where we are in the game. The most dangerous thing we've seen yet, and will see for a decent chunk from now. I'm going with 2 rows of sunflowers again. I just really like doing that. Well, now we got snow peas, especially once we get something else coming up. Just it's useful. It's a useful way to actually make use of the more expensive plants. It'll make more sense of why I like doing this when we get to later worlds with more plants at our disposal. But for now, Cause anyway, before I get to but for now, in the last level you saw how good that was. I had like up to here in snow peas. It was incredible. It was really something else. Now you may have noticed I placed a walnut here. I'm gonna try and build like a wall because walnuts and chompers actually go very well together, and I'm actually gonna place one. Just get them down in the off time I have while this snow pea still has time to charge. I mean, still placing down snow peas is our #1 objective right now. They're going to be our primary source of fire. But to showcase the chomper to really its fullest capabilities, at least for a while, I may use them again. I don't know. Chances are I won't. See, there it is. And now they're going to be eating like that for like 5 minutes. That's an overstatement, but you get the point. They're gonna be, and they literally do nothing else until they finish chewing. Now our friend, Monsieur Buckethead, that was awful and I apologize. Buckethead here is taking a lot of hits. I mean, sure, it's only one snow pea, but we haven't even made a dent in the bucket. Much like the coneheads, well, now we have made a dent. We'll see visual representation for certain zombies on how damaged their armor is. And here is what they try and sell is like the point of the chomper is he can take care of this in one bite. But it's, I don't know. You could also just have more firepower. Like I said, I like chomper as an idea, but in execution it's just not for me. If you like chomper, more power to you. Go ham with your chompy boys. But for me, this is probably going to be the last time we see them for quite some time. I'll be sticking to more standard procedures after this level. Well, actually, we will see them relatively soon, so... But that's not here. That's there, so... Anyway, explanations out of the way. Right, I was talking about Minecraft. It's been fun. I actually got really lucky because I spawned practically in a village. Now, sure, the village didn't have much to offer, other than a pair of leather pants, I suppose. Oh, goodness. This just won't do. Let's build up. I don't know why I placed that walnut. I didn't need it, but it just felt good, you know? It feels good to have that full garden at the end of the day. Ah, the repeater. I'll get back to the Minecraft talk in a moment. It's just something I want to talk about because it's fresh in my mind. Fires 2 peas at a time, straightforward. This is another reason why I like having a lot of sunflowers. Boop, bop, beep, burp. And sure, yeah. Now these are 200. The most expensive thing we've seen yet. Trust me, that record will be broken in due time. But for now, it's going to remain our most expensive plant for a while. Right. Now back to the rant while we wait for things to step it up a notch. Minecraft, yeah. I spawned in a village. It was great. Got a cat on one fish, which was just incredible. I haven't really figured out a name for it. Like a gray and white cat with blue eyes. In Minecraft, I'm talking about. So you know what? Let me know in the comments below. Suggest some good Minecraft cat names, I guess. That could be interesting. Of course, in addition to letting me know how your day's been. I just haven't really thought of a name to call it, you know? Not like I have any name tags. I've really spent a lot of my time building a house, because I always end up building like a pathetically small house, and I say no more to that. So I decided to build a pathetic big house. I mean, it's still a work in progress, but it's something. Worked with what I'm given. Accidentally hit a beehive, and all the bees came for me. And that was an experience. I've never seen so many bees before in Minecraft. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really play much when they were new, and even when I did play after that point, yeah, I just never saw them. Simple as that. And now, enough of Minecraft. This is Plants vs. Zombies. Let's not... I mean, I'll probably rant about other games while playing this, because it, like... I mean, as much as I love this game, I will say... the levels get, especially at the start, are a bit boring, I'll admit. But what I'm going for here is just to have one row, or I guess column, technically, but whatever, of... I ain't gonna stop me calling it from a row, of snow peas, and then having repeaters after that. Having the snow peas just to get their effect, and the repeaters... the repeaters for damage. Because now in these two lanes we have 3 peas at once with just 2 slots in each being taken up by peas. It's just efficient. And you know what? I'm here for it. Repeaters are awesome, and that will never change no matter how far we get in this game. Repeaters, and even snow peas to an extent, they lose a bit of their luster as time goes on. But still, I enjoy them. But repeaters, and I feel like this is pretty undisputable, are pretty awesome. Let's be real. They'll only get better as time comes on and we unlock more and more plants. But until that day, this is what we've got. Wow. This is a bit of a longer level. I guess it is it's the penultimate level. Trying to diversify my vocabulary in recent times. I try, you know, I do my best. It's just usually cherry bomb to speed up the wave, get on with it, you know. Trying to think of good conversation topics, you know. It's been a while since I've done this. Because I've pretty much... I mean, we've talked about Minecraft, I suppose. But there isn't really much else that's happened, because I only just started getting back into it, so... not too much has happened there. I guess a little bit about myself. My gaming background, I'm very much a Nintendo guy. I love Nintendo, bits and pieces. Even though their decisions are sometimes questionable at best. I love their games. And recently, in the past few, like, months, I've been going through all the Pokemon games for my first time, because I'd only played, because although I love Pokemon, from, like, the anime and the trading cards and all that jazz, the mainline game, and a lot of the spin-offs I've played as well, a lot of the mainline games I'd never beaten. I've played a lot of them, but never beaten them. Now the only mainline games I haven't beaten, or played rather, because I don't own them, are Generation 3, so like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, Black and White 2, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. However, I actually did order a copy of Pokemon Emerald, which will be very exciting for me. That should be coming in about like a week, maybe a little more. Hold on, we have a note to read. Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. Next level. Whenever you get a note in this game, that means the next level, the 10th level of each world, is kind of like a little boss battle. We have this conveyor belt at the top, much like Walnut Bowling, only this time we could be given any attacking plant or defensive plant seen throughout this whole world. So the only thing we won't see are sunflowers. Right, where was I? Pokemon, yeah. I've got Pokemon Emerald coming in the mail. I'm trying to find copies of Black and White 2 or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but the DS games, so like Black and White 2, are so expensive. All the DS Pokemon games are really expensive. I'm surprised I was able to get Platinum for a decent price. It's like you'll find some of these games for like over $200, which, I mean, yeah, it's a great era of Pokemon, as I've found out over time. But man, $300 is that's a lot. That's a lot. But I'll try my best to find something, because I'd rather not emulate them. I know that's possible, but if at all possible, I like to actually purchase the games legitimately. Now, if it's a game that is never gonna come out here, then, or a game I already own, then I wouldn't mind emulating. Maybe in the future we'll do like something wacky, like a ROM hack or something. No, don't hold me to that, but that's like far into the future. Just an idea. I have a lot of ideas now that I'm getting back into the... Hold on a moment. This is... I don't know about you, but this is loud in my ears. And if it is to you, I'm so sorry. That's a bit better. I can hear myself think now. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I have a bunch of ideas now that, oops, oh well. Now that I'm getting back into this, I have a few Let's Plays planned for when we finish this game, because I want to take it slow and just focus on one game at a time. So once Plants vs. Zombies is said and done, I've got the next few planned out, ready to go, alright? And trust me, the next one's gonna be a lot faster paced than this one. So if this slower, more chill gameplay is not your thing, just give me time. And like I said, I'm not gonna get there till this one's done. But the next one I plan on doing, it's a lot. Speaking of a lot, this level is a lot. Every 10th level is pretty much just chaotic. Just place things down. I'm gonna use some cherry bombs to help speed up the process a bit. Just to get a move on, because we're about to reach World 2, which, as I mentioned, is where the game starts to pick up a bit. It introduces a mechanic that I really like. It's more of a gimmick, I suppose, but whatever. I like it, and that's all that matters to me. So yeah, this level's pretty much over. And, just checking. Whoa! I don't know if you saw that or what happened there. Did something on my computer, so I doubt you saw it. But if you did, then oops. Yeah, just. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Boom. That achievement's gotten for exploding 10 or more zombies with one cherry bomb. And here we have our new little friend. It's free. It's the Puff Shroom. Shoots short-ranged spores at an enemy. A fellow mushroom. Gotta love it. And love 'em I do. Let's let Dave take over the explanations. Evening, Mr. Fungi64. Those zombies just won't let up, will they? You'll notice that fighting zombies at night is different than in the day. For one, you won't get any sun from the sky. You can still get sun from sunflowers, though. And luckily for you, you got yourself some puff shrooms. And plant as many of those as you can. They'll be oh good. Thank you, Dave. And good they are. They are so... They're one of the greatest plants. Believe it or not. And as Dave mentioned... Sorry, as Crazy Dave mentioned... He said call him Crazy Dave, and that's what I'll do. We won't get any sun falling from the sky. So, because of that, I'm gonna go with a bit more of a cheap strat with pea shooters. Which is also, the lack of sun from the sky is good. Is good for the puff shrooms because they're free and they recharge so fast. So what I like to do, just place them out relatively close because of their short firing range. Like this is pretty much their entire limit. That's how bad of range they have. And they're that good of a stalling tool, even more so than potato mines, because they're free. Now, you may shift point to the graves. The graves, we can't plant on them. That's it. Well, that's not it, but you'll see what happens later. I don't feel the need to explain it right now. Because you have eyes, and you'll definitely see it. Well, you might not have eyes. I'm sorry if you're blind and just listening to this. I apologize. Anyway, we got some money. Little silver coins are each worth 10. The money will become very important later. Not necessary, but, well, necessary for what I plan on doing with this series. But it's definitely a very good thing, so definitely try and remember to pick up coins when you see them. I know sometimes when you got a lot of stuff down, it can get a little hectic, hard to follow. But just keep an eye out for them. That's a newspaper zombie. Its newspaper acts as like a shield. And once you destroy its paper, they become enraged, walk a bit faster, and eat a bit faster. They're not as bad as they are in Plants vs. Zombies 2. Anyone who's played that game knows how bad they are in that game. It's the reason they're saved till the final world in the second game. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting some pea shooters now, because sun production is very, very slow. Now I'm not 100% certain on this, but I want to say sunflowers actually also produce slower at night. but I could be wrong, which is why having 2 lanes pretty much mitigates that, so I don't even have to worry about it. It's all said and done. And one more pea shooter, and the setup I have planned for this level is, I know, very complicated, but nothing. I mean, I got nothing. It's the first level world. They're gonna ease you into it. We're still in the early stage, and now, as you can see, what the graves do now. At the final wave, and only the final wave, a zombie comes from each grave that's left on the field. I mean, we've pretty much won this. I can sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. They ain't getting through, but I like to keep my field on. There we go. And now, something I say is better at night for sun production. It's the sun shroom. You can tell what it does. Oh. Hey, you've collected $280 in coins so far. We've collected $750. I'll sell you something really neato. Thanks, Dave. Alright. So yeah, now we have the sunflower. I don't really see a point to bringing sunflowers. Did I say sunflower? I meant sun shrooms. Sun shrooms, good. Me like sun shrooms. Apparently that's the level of intellect my brain is capable of forming sentences. Wow, it's hard to talk. The shape of those graves is very interesting. If you get it, you get it. That's all I'm gonna say. And yes, my mind is in the gutter very often. Now sun shrooms produce 15 sun at first. They eventually will grow into full sunflowers, basically. Bigger sun shrooms, eventually producing the regular 25, where we've come to love. But for now, they're good at night because they're half as expensive as your run-of-the-mill sunflower. So you can get 2 out of the gate, where as for sunflowers, you can only get 1. It's just faster sun production. Hey, gold coins. I believe they're worth 100 each? No, that didn't quite seem right. I didn't quite catch the number I had before, 330. So, oh well. I don't know. I don't know everything about this game. I know a lot, but I can't say I know everything. Puff shrooms tend to struggle a bit with conid, so I'll give you a 3rd one. It's probably still gonna, yep, you got through 1. Oh well. They're plentiful and free. So I don't mind losing a puff shroom here and there. And that's our final sun shroom. I would say that's a lot faster than getting out 2 rows of sunflowers in the last level. Just saying. Yeah, I got through another one. Oh well. What can you do? Oh, I didn't want to put that there. I guess it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Just like to keep things neat. I'll place one there now. Oh yeah, if you're hearing that weird sound, that's the sound of the sun shrooms growing. That ring. Expert sound design by me, you know. All jokes aside, the nighttime levels just let the music just sink in for a bit. It's just such a relaxing vibe. It's also a bit of a melancholy vibe, but, you know. Regardless of if that's the intent, I don't know. Might be. Also, during waves, the music gets a little jazzy. Have a listen. Alright, you had enough of a listen. Now, back to what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying. Sorry. Got back into it for a minute. I don't know what I say half the time. I just kind of expelling words. And, you know, sometimes that's just what you have to do. Let's just get rid of you. You're a problem. Let's replace some more of the back end puff shrooms with more pea shooters, since they can reach the full screen, unlike puff shrooms. So, oh, I'm not gonna let that coin escape from me. I probably already let one escape, because if you let sun or coins on the field for too long, they'll just disappear. So, I guarantee that'll happen at least once in this playthrough, for both coins and sun. But right now, we are swimming in it. I'll place down a walnut, because you're bulky. And this is pretty much the... Well, this isn't going to be the gimmick for too long. Well, it might be. It'll always change with each level once we have more and more plants. That's kind of the fun of this game. Each level is different from the last, kind of. Well, if you pick the new plants, of course. You don't have to. Nope, don't want to. I mean, I don't really need any more sun, let's be honest. But you know, it gives my hands something to do while waiting for stuff to recharge. Yeah. Really not much left to say about this. So I'm just gonna do us all a favor, and you've seen it. I'm gonna skip ahead. Alright, I just kind of skip to the end of this, because you've seen it. I didn't want to have... I didn't want you to wait. I guess it was almost over anyway, so I don't really know why I did that. I just do what I do, you know? Anyway, this is the fume shroom. The mushrooms have very odd pricings. Shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors. However, you're gonna have to wait to see how that feels next time on Plants vs. Zombies. But before I go, just remember, you're amazing. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.